EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Haskins. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Third down, here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. Drummond. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Murray now on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And they're able get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 41. On first and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray from midfield. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Cooper was the target there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From midfield now, Haskins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Here's Haskins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're in November. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Murray throwing on second down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's got the connection to Cooper. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Give him 16 yards on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there. The momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 59 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
On the ready, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Come on,
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Murray going to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Cooper was the intended target. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 89 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw, Haskins. Got a man, it's complete. Williams.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Out, 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 out.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back to Mixon on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you. 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff, Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Murray. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Drummond. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Don't get nervous. Hey, check right.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins got an open man. It's QT. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bradley Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Murray. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Murray off play action. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. This one caught by Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Haskins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Bradley Pena now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Watch the road.
To throw, it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Haskins will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Ravens, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.